Please welcome to the 700 Club from Dublin, Ohio, the founder of Wendy's restaurant chain, Dave Thomas. Dave, I'm so glad to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Nice being here.
Yeah. You have an amazing story.
Well, I've just been lucky.
Well, you really have. You worked kind of hard, too, at the same time. You started out with everything going against you. You know, everybody thinks, well, you're supposed to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth and have a lot of education and all kinds of connections if you're going to do well.
I was just kind of worried about the spoon.
Just any kind of
any spoon.
What happened? You started working, though, when you were just a kid. I mean, you were underage. How old were you when you first got out in
12 years old.
12?
Pat, I was adopted.
Yeah.
And my foster mother died when I was 5 years old, and my foster dad remarried and remarried again, and so I ended up from Kalamazoo, Michigan, to Fort Wayne. Well, it wasn't Fort Wayne; it was really Evansville, Indiana, to Knoxville, Tennessee, and he married a lady that had 2 daughters, and they was a little older. One was older, one was younger, and they thought I should have a job, and so I went out and got a job.
What'd you do?
My first job was delivering groceries, and I always tell people it was an uphill job because if you ever been to Knoxville, Tennessee, it's always uphill, and I had to ride a bicycle, and you never delivered groceries in the basement. You always had to go up to the top of the steps and the top apartment and there was a neighbor of mine that lived next door, and he told me to take 2 weeks off, and so I 12 years old, I took 2 weeks off, but he come back a week early, and he said, I want you there Saturday. And I didn't, I said, you told me to take 2 weeks off, and so he fired me. And then the next job I got was at Walgreens, and I really liked that job. I was a soda jerk, and the manager thought I was just a little bit too young, and then probably the biggest shock in my life was my dad told me that he probably had to support me the rest of his life. And
he thought you were a 2-time loser. You lost 2 jobs at the age of 14.
I really thought, no, 12.
12, okay.
12.
Yeah.
And I got the next job, and I just really, I said, well, if I ever get another job, I'm never going to lose it. I'm going to work, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep that job. And I got a job at the Regus Restaurant, Knoxville, Tennessee, and worked there about 2.5 years. Worked 12-hour shifts.
Cooking?
No, I was a counter man.
Yeah.
Waited at a counter. Carried a lot of coffee cups and plates and everything, and it was a tremendous experience. I mean, it was probably, when I got done, sometimes I'd wait on 100 customers at night.
$3 or $4 a day plus a quarter an hour. That kids today, you couldn't get them to get out of bed for that kind of money.
I know, but today, and I see this a lot. Our work ethics are changed a lot. I mean, people. When I was growing up, I mean, I thought that if you didn't work, you couldn't eat, and I wanted to eat. So, I mean, I've done a good job of it over the years. But,
you've been right at it all the time.
And, right and wrong is another issue, too. Yeah. I mean, it's a big issue because I think that people, we don't talk enough about honesty and integrity. Sure. And I thought honesty, when I got a job, the man was paying me, and I worked for 2 Greek brothers. And when you had a little chance to take a break, you didn't take a break. You had a towel in your hand, you was wiping, you was cleaning something, because he was paying me. I mean, I really, I was that conscientious, and I still feel that same way.
What about your restaurant? I want to go back some more, but have you got some principles like that you built into Wendy's for the personnel, for yourself?
Well, we try. I mean, we try awful hard. I mean, we work at people. For example, we got to take care of the customer. I mean, our customers come in, they want a clean restaurant, they want good service, and they want to get their money's worth.
Sure.
And I think that applies to anything we do. And, profit's not a dirty word with me, because, if you don't have a profit, you really can't give back.
That's
and
right.
giving back to God, to your community, I mean, whatever it might be, is really an important thing.
And you've done a lot of that. I understand St. Jude's, a whole lot of hospitals. You really have a heart to help them.
Well, we're just getting ready to open a cancer hospital.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 4th cancer hospital in the United States. It's at Ohio State University, and it will be open January 16th. And this will be a cancer research hospital, such as MD Anderson, Sloan Kettering, and there's one in Buffalo. Terrific. I can't recall it.
That's a Wendy's sponsored day?
Well, we are not only Wendy's, but our purveyors, and we raised like $6 million to help kick that off.
Fantastic.
And Dr. Arthur James is a a great friend of mine, and the hospital is named after Dr. James.
Yeah.
And with his persistence, and if we can just, cure, if we can just, people ask, well, why do we need another hospital? I said, well, I hope we can cure the word cancer. And then we could burn the hospital down. It'd be that great a thing. So.
Hey, what's that, Dave? Hey, I am an honorary Wendy's.
Right.
Hey,
you're a partner of ours.
I'm a partner. All right. A little applause, please. I mean, all right. I'm not. Dave, listen, before you leave, you gave me one. I'd like to give you a little pin, too. I mean, if we're going to be, I've got to be as good a salesman as you are. I don't know if I can be or not, but
I think you do awful well.
That's the salesman.
Well, thank you. I'll wear this, too.
All right. We'd like to you be a partner with us, too, so I'll be one with you.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, you do a really great job here.
Well,
super job.
And God bless you, Dave. It's
God
wonderful to have you with us.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you very much. Thank you.